Hey guys, welcome to Khong Driving. With the recent influx of Chinese-made vehicles into Malaysia, today is BAIC's first foray, BAIC, which actually stands for Beijing Automotive Group, is a very well-established group in China, and they have come out with two models. The first one of which is a C-segment SUV, and this one has a length of 4.62 meters and a wheelbase of 2735 mm. The overall width is 1886 mm and the height is a little bit taller than me, 1680. The X55, as this model is called, is front-wheel drive and it runs a 1.5-liter turbocharged engine with a 7-speed DCT. Power is a fantastic number, it's 187 PS and you have a top figure of 305 Newton meters. So on paper, this vehicle already looks good. Of course, the final price will be the deciding factor, but I understand there are plans for CKD. And what you see here is actually, I was told, it's a pre-production model, so it is not in the final trim. So you like the look of it? Well, the front is very contemporary and at first glance you think that it's an electric car, but no, it's not. I'm sure they would have an electric version of this, but this one is actually normal ICE engine. And you can see down here, that one looks like what I would think that would be the intercooler. So at the front, these are the DRLs, and this is actually the headlight down here. So other than this lovely looking front, you also have the Beijing brand, yeah. And along the sides, you have what looks like a 5-door arrangement, and this vehicle is big. So this is the premium model. There is a standard model that comes with 18 inches. This one comes with 19 inches. And what I see here is McPherson strut suspension for the front, and also actually very big ventilated disc, but this is a single port floating caliper, yeah. So these are 225, 55, R19. And these are SUV tires. Then along the sides, of course, you get your doors, and these have concealed door handles and blacked out top. Nice sloping roof with what looks like a ski rack up here. So at the back here, you get a bit of a spoiler that is in two pieces, and the third brake light up here high. And these are LED rear lights, a rear wiper, and of course the brand here, and the light doesn't actually stretch across because it's broken up by this. Overall, the rendition is quite good. At the bottom here, you get a bit of a diffuser, and I see a rear camera. Okay, so you have an electric boot and a tonneau cover and quite a good boot space. We don't have the numbers now, and as usual, no spare tire. Okay, let's look inside the car. So we are sitting in the interior of the X55 and it feels pretty good. But let's just talk about the safety features first. So this vehicle has got front and rear radar, which means it's got AEB in the front, autonomous emergency braking, and also of course collision warning, plus rear cross traffic alert only. And I'm also told that we have a lane departure warning but no intervention. Okay, so that's about it. Anyway, the actual specs are not fully confirmed, yeah, but I do know that they will have a wireless charger here, and this is a DCT 7-speed gearbox. You have no pedal shifters, and then you have R, N, P, and D, that's for drive, and sport. And also there's a plus minus if you push to the left, okay? And then you can do your plus minus up and down here. Electronic handbrake. I see also USB ports. And the screens here, there's a 10-inch screen for instrumentation. So I see your RPM meter here, and fuel gauge, and also your speed here, and also your driving position. This one means it's in P. And there's also another 10-inch infotainment screen. At the moment, there is no Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, but we are told that maybe by end of the year it will come. So that means it's possible that CKD will be by end of year. That means you get CKD pricing whilst car is CBU, and towards the end of the year we might see the car being locally assembled. Now here the center console is not joined to the dashboard, so there's a small gap here, and down here you have a very nice nook for putting your stuff, and inside here you have a little storage box, and this is refrigerated. Yeah, so part of the aircon, cold air comes in here, so you can have your drinks chilled inside this box. Now seats are very nice, they're semi-bucket, and this look like leather. Airbags on the side here, you see total of 6 airbags, and other than that, the steering is also adjustable for reach and rake. Quite good adjustment, and electrical seats both for driver and also co-driver. Stop start button is here, and other than that, the car looks pretty good. I see a lot of speakers all over the place, over there and also down here. There's at least 4, and there's another 2 more at the back, so that's 6. So if there are any extra, it will be more than 6 speakers. And the seats are in red and black, so, and also red stitching, yeah, on this console box here. So everything looks pretty nice. And up here you have a panoramic sunroof and one switch to open the sunshade, and then there is also another switch to open the sunroof. Yep, so the sunroof actually does open, so everything looks pretty nice. So what we need to know is the price actually, but let's go to the back part of the car. Front seats are actually adjusted to my driving position, and at the back here there is plenty of room. The rear of the seat is concave, and there's a little storage pocket here, drink holders here. This is the door handle, quite neat. Yeah, door handle looks pretty good, and the power window is here. Yes, we have the oh my god handles, and oh, this is good. Look at this. Reading light inside the door handle. Yeah, and of course with the panoramic sunroof, you get a lot of light coming into the car, and as usual you have seat for 3, but in reality 2 people will be very nice. For long distance you don't want to sit 3 people. Okay, the floor is almost flat, so this is pretty good, and in the center you have your separator and your drink holder. So I saw 4 speakers in the front, 2 at the bottom, and another 2 tweeters up here, so that looks like 8 speakers. I don't know if they have any more at the back, but I see 8 speakers. So the sound system should be quite good. And down here you have a USB. Yep. This is a 1.5 double overhead cam turbocharged 4-cylinder engine made by BAIC themselves. And this one delivers 187 PS and 305 Newton meters of torque, and power is to the front wheels through a 7-speed DCT. So on paper this looks pretty good. Now in terms of build, you can see that this vehicle is built in the new nomenclature of vehicles. So there is an internal skeleton, and as usual you can see here the turrets are joined by this reinforcement that goes right across the firewall. So this vehicle has got the potential to be a good handler because the body is very rigid, and that also speaks much for the durability. The air intake is quite high up, air filter is up here, and there is a intercooler down at the bottom there. So overall, this engine looks quite neat and it looks quite well built. Of course, we have not tested the vehicle here, but as you know, China has already made millions and millions of cars, and this vehicle has already sold quite a lot back in the homeland. So this engine is not something new to them. Right guys, so that's our very quick walk around for the BAIC X55. This is a front wheel drive 1.5 liter SUV with 187 horsepower and 305 Newton meters of torque. So what do you think of this vehicle? Will this take off? Would you buy one? Let us have your comments in the column below.